Hello to you, your homegirls. Your girl is back. I was on a crash out round. I'm on the tail end of that crash out, feeling a bit better. Welcome to a makeup and coffee. That coffee was too hot for me to drink. We're going to get started here. This is the original e.l.f. Power Grip. This base was almost entirely e.l.f. or the entire makeup almost was entirely e.l.f. But then my ADHD kicked in and I kind of forgot that was the theme. But most of the makeup's going to be e.l.f. I always start with cream bronzer. This is my favorite one by e.l.f. It is the Putty Bronzer in the shade Sunkissed. I also just picked up this brush from Sephora during the Sephora sale. I didn't get much. I just got a couple of brushes and the Mario palette, which I am going to be using in this video. I forget which one this is. I'm going to be putting the number up on the screen. It's okay. It gets the job done. It feels like the handle feels very like high quality and heavy, and I like the aesthetics of the brush, but the bristles itself I feel like is lacking a bit. I don't have any Sephora Pro brushes, but I feel like, I don't know, I'll grade them like a C+. They're cute. They feel nice. They feel like a substantial brush, but the something about the actual brush is just not giving, A1 superb. All right, now I'm going to use the e.l.f. liquid filter. I have the deepest shade. This is 8.5 Rich. This is such a multitasking product for me. I use it for so many things. I use it as a bronzer sometimes. I use it as bronzing drops sometimes. I like to mix it with bases sometimes to add a bit of luminescence. It's such a great product. I love it so much. As of late, I've been using it as it's intended to be used, like under your base product. Especially since I like to use like brightening concealers, and I picked up a shade of, we'll talk about the foundation, but the shade is a shade too light for me. I'll explain why later. But because it's the darkest shade, it's a little bit darker than my skin, but it's so sheer that it just ends up being color correcting for a lot of product. Girl, I'm looking for a brush here. I'll put this brush up on the screen. It's a Morphe brush. It came in a set. I doubt you can get it by itself, but it's great for nose bronzing and stuff like that. Getting precisely into areas. As I blend the rest of that into the skin, I just want to say thank you to all the subscribers. Hi guys. I made a post a little while ago. So grateful for the 100 subs. It was a goal for the year, and I know it's only up from here. So excited to be here. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. Mine is in the shade Medium Beige. It's extremely bright, but it's so good, and I love it for underpainting because if I overlay it with skin colored powder, it just makes for the most beautiful glowing undertone. And I've switched over to an underpainting method as of lately. So we start with concealer and then we move on to foundation. To the new subs, what's up? I'm Chris, short for Christine. I'm that girl. I'm moody. I love makeup. I get really excited about things. I like childish things. I like to play around, fool around. I don't take myself too seriously. Thank you so much for choosing to be here. Let me know what it is that you want to see from me. Ooh, disgusting. Excuse that mirror, y'all. I need to throw that mirror out or at least clean it off. But it's warped. The mirror is actually warped, but I don't care. I didn't think that I would be showing y'all me blending. This is why I didn't cut up the video, because I knew I wanted to be chatty. I felt like I haven't did a good voiceover in a minute. To the new subs, I make videos that I want to see. I also make videos that I think people like me would like to see. I like to do makeup on my very deep skin and give anyone tips that might need. I have a make it work approach to makeup. I like to use anything for anything. I like to play around. I like to be creative. I like to discuss inclusivity in makeup. I complain about things not being dark enough. I love eyeshadow, but base is my home. It's where it's my favorite. But eyeshadow is so much fun. And it's kind of becoming a toss-up whether I like base or eyeshadow more. But I love it all. I guess I just love makeup. Okay, this is the e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation. My shade is in the shade 53, Deep Neutral. Now, I'm not sure if I used this on camera before or not. I feel like I've mentioned this before, but I would have gotten a shade deeper than this. But when this first came out and I was watching reviews, everyone was saying that it oxidized. Mine does not oxidize, and it is one shade too light. I think once the winter comes around, it's going to be my exact shade, but currently it's a shade too light. So what I do is I mix in the Halo Glow, and that kind of brings it to be the perfect. This has been like such a beautiful cocktail. This makeup ended up really cute. I had a day. This day ended up being so long. I know every time I get on, I'm like, I'm having a morning, I'm having a day. But this day was insane. It was such a long day. Unexpected things were happening. We had an early appointment. It was just too much. The adulting is insane. I've really been digging this brush. It's a Real Techniques brush. I think it's from this collection. I think it's called 123 Go or something. But it's like this big old foundation brush. It's very similar to that Sephora brush that I bought, but this one's a little larger. A little more introduction for the new subs. This is a makeup and coffee. Makeup and coffees are usually it's in the morning, I'm drinking coffee and I'm about to go do something. That's exactly what's happening here. It's usually a neutral, wearable daytime look because I got stuff to do. I also have makeup therapies, and those are usually where I'm playing around with a lot more color, doing something creative, trying something new. Yeah, so those are the two series I have. Sometimes I do hauls. Sometimes I get on here yapping at the mouth. I mostly do voiceovers because if I were to sit and do my makeup, the videos would be hours long. I have ADHD. It's hard for me to stay on track, and it's such a skill to do makeup and talk to a camera, and I don't have that skill yet. Hopefully one day it comes, but I will be posting a video where I did do a talk through, and that was fun. I felt the spirit to talk to the camera, and it was super cool. But mostly I do voiceovers, and it's kind of like a body double type of thing. I enjoy a body double type of thing. I have a lot of like organizing, cleaning up my area type of videos. I look so weird. I'm sure I'm watching something. I like to watch makeup videos while I'm doing my makeup, so I hope to join you beautiful ladies while you all are doing your makeup. I've been blessed to be mutuals with some of my favorite creators on here. Miss Alyssa JM, my booski, she's a panner. She uses her makeup to the bone. So if you like to see someone really using up their makeup, she's good. Oh my God. Trillex Lauren just subbed to me. She's so beautiful. She's so pretty. She's like your luxury bae. When I watch her, it feels like my homegirl is just sitting doing makeup with me. She's so cute. And I'll probably list off some other ones. My mind is drawing a blank, but I just love supporting other women, and it's just fun. All right, that's e.l.f. The Camo Blush is in the shade 12 Mauve. This is my favorite liquid blush. It's just so easy. It's so pretty. I love the color. I love it. All right, let me try to get y'all out of here. I'm going to blend the rest of that blush. That's a motor brush. This is the Milk Pore Eclipse powder. This is in the shade Translucent Medium, I think so. It's too light, but it is a really, really nice loose powder. It's very, very finely milled. I like that about it. I'm going to use a powder puff and just press it down everywhere that I applied concealer. I'm on a bit of a powder journey. My favorite powder got reformulated and it's no longer good. It's not the Givenchy powder. It's a CoverGirl powder. So I have so much powder and have been working through all these different formulas, and it's formula and color. So it's kind of hard. And I also have dry skin, so it's hard to find something that I'm really into. But this one's cool. I usually don't like Milk product. This has been an everyday reach simply because it's easy to use. I know it's so popular. I personally think it's a bit overhyped. As much as I love Sephora product, this is the Sephora Micro Smooth powder foundation, I guess. This is in the shade Hazelnut. I personally don't think it does anything. I don't know. Whatever. I just use it as a finishing powder just so I'm not so shiny and kind of like bring the complexion together, but it's not something I would repurchase. I don't know. Let me know if y'all see a difference. Let me know if you're a fan of this product. It might just be a color thing too. Like, I don't know. I'm not like obsessed with it, but it's so easy to use. Typically my powders are loose and they're messy, so I love that this is baked and it's solid. So it's just kind of easy and it doesn't really have much of a payoff for me to notice anything. I don't know. It's just an easy product to use. Too much nose contour doesn't suit me, so I use it as well for like a light nose contour, and I think it's perfect for that. This is an Uma palette that I use mostly as a face palette. It's called Salute to the Sun. I like to use the mauve as a blush. That's what I'm doing here. This is where I forgot that I was doing an e.l.f. base, and I just reached for the MAC Fix Plus Stay Over, and I'm setting the entire base with that. I could have used the e.l.f. Stay All Night micro spray. I really like that one. I don't like the Power Grip one, but I do like the Stay All Night. All right, I don't know why I always leave brows in, but I'm leaving brows in. I'm using the e.l.f. Brow Lift pencil. This is in the shade Neutral Brown. I really like the color of this pencil. It's so neutral, like it really, really is. I take the Mario Eye Prep palette. I like to use the lighter shade. This is the deep version of that palette. I like to use the lighter shade to highlight my brow. I was feeling the base. Yeah, into it. Finishing off priming the eyes, just a deeper shade with the translucent powder. And we are using Mr. Mario's Ethereal Eyes Moonlight. I love Mario. I love his brand. This is my first Mario palette. I'm going to start with the black for this look. You guys would have known that I kind of got so excited about this palette. I saw it being released and I was not interested in it at all. But then I went to Sephora and I swatched it and I was like, oh my God, it's really pretty. I also really like cool tones. And I didn't think Mario was going to make a palette for me because Master Matte looks beautiful, but I'm not one for an all matte palette. The original Ethereal Eyes is not my color story at all. So this one, although I kind of was worried because nobody liked this palette. Like everyone that bought this did not like it. The reviews are kind of like but I picked it up during the Sephora sale and I absolutely love it. I love it so much. I'm a huge fan of Mario's artistry and his like fingerprint is all up in this palette. I just love his makeup style. It's so clean. Usually when I get a new palette, especially if it's something new and trending, I try to come on and do 3 looks with the palette. But the timing of me receiving this palette was weird timing. I was going through a lot when I first got this palette. It actually took me a minute to actually use it. But as soon as I used it, I loved it. I love the formula. It's such a classy palette. It's like my favorite pickup right now. Like, it's mindless and effortless. Like, no matter what I do, it looks really good and really classy. And it's like just like Mario. Like Mario's doing my eyes for me. I disagree with all the negative things I heard about this palette. I love the formula. The formula is really high end to me. I was worried about the price point. Y'all know I don't like spending a lot of money on my palettes. I have drugstore all throughout this whole entire makeup drugstore until we got to Mario. But I think it's worth it. It feels really nice. I love cool tones. He did such a good job with this color story. Even when I was looking at the color story, I already saw things that I wanted to change. I was hoping like that satin that he put in there was a stark white, but it's a beautiful satin. I thought the shimmers were a little bit repetitive, but they all have their place. It's kind of like everything that I thought I can do better than Mario. Mario's like, shut up, I'm the artist. And it's literally a perfect palette. It's so versatile. Again, I can pick it up for anything. I can pick it up for no makeup. I cannot have a base and put on one of the shimmers. I can do a mature soft glam like I'm doing here. I can do like something, it's really sexy. It's like a sexy 90s model girl palette. It's really nice. I'm really happy to have it. I love it. I'm glad I got it. I've used this so many times before, picking it up for this video. This is my first time kind of doing like a little mature all matte look. I'm not one for all matte looks, but I had something serious to do today, so I wanted to feel like a big girl. But every time I pick it up, I do a different look, and I love every look. I think that's how you know a palette is for you. Again, like I don't even have to think about it. I don't have to be like, oh, I'm going to do a half cut crease or I'm going to do a smoky eye. It's like whatever I do just works. The mattes melt into each other so beautifully. They're so easy to blend. The formula looks so good all day long. Again, like I keep reaching for this, keep doing different looks and going on about my day. And it looks so good from the second I put it on to the second I take it off at night. Y'all know that's very important to me because I have these hooded eyes. It's really good formula. I'm going to go into this taupey shimmer and just kind of tap it into my eyebrows. And the shimmers are like toppery, which is my favorite kind of shimmer formula. It's just really pretty and mature. A lot of people compare it to the Space Cowboy. They're different. This is a lot more big girl than Space Cowboy, a lot more wearable. Easier to wear. Yeah, love that palette down. Sorry I didn't do a 3 looks. As much as I love this palette, it's just a neutral palette to me. Like, it's not the type of palette that like I'll get excited and get like urges of creativity with. It's just cool tone neutrals. Like, whatever I do with it is what I do with it. Like, I love it, but it's not the type of palette to be creative with. I think that's why a lot of people didn't like it, because it's not, and I guess like the kind of people that I watch like do really like big eye looks, graphic eye looks. It's not that. It's a swipe it on your eyes and go be a baddie type of palette. You know what I mean? So yeah, I won't be doing 3 looks. It's just a regular everyday palette to me. The liner I'm using here is the ColourPop from the Twilight collection. I'll put it up on the screen. I forget. It's like the gunmetal color. It looks really good with this palette. For my lower lash line, I'm going to reach into the Nessa Myrix Groundwork Defining Neutrals. I am going to use the black on my outer corner, and I'm going to use the gray in my waterline. I think when I hauled this palette, I was like, I don't think I can get along with it as much as I like Blooming Romance. This thing is such like a staple product. It is insanely multitasking. It can do so many things. I reach for it almost every time I do my makeup. Mascara is Maybelline, the Falsies. It's alright. I like how it looks. I don't like how it feels. Okay, it's final touches time. This is kind of another part that I enjoy. I set my eyebrows. I felt like my under eyes were a little too bright, so I used my Kosas Cloud Set in the shade Silky just to overlay a little bit of melanin over the bright under eyes. Y'all know I've been bit by the inner corner liner bug, so we're getting her together. Lips time. I cannot put this black lipstick down from LA Colors. I got it from like Five Below for like Halloween, and it's just been the perfect black lip liner. That is a liquid lipstick from Clarity Cosmetics. It's in the shade Blow Me. It's a grayish purple. It's so pretty. I love it. And you guys would have seen me haul this Juvia's Place lipstick. This is in the shade 2020. It is a beautiful color. I love the color. I love wearing it when purple, y'all know purple is my favorite color. When I'm doing a really dark vampy purple lip, it just goes in the center of the lip so well. It's beautifully like cool tone with still like that pink purple mauve vibe. I love the color. My gripe with this lipstick is the formula. It is extremely drying. It doesn't feel like it's drying when you put it on, but as you wear it throughout the day, it chaps my lips so bad. Like, it makes my lips peel, and I hate that. So I hate the formula, unfortunately. I'm going to keep using it, but I love the color, but I need a better formula. And I love Juvia's Place, so I hate to, say that. Usually they're 10 out of 10, but I don't like that lipstick formula. Topping it off with a lip oil just from the beauty supply store. I'm going to be using my Fenty Demi Glow. I have the darkest shade. It's in the shade Java Jitters. That is my highlighter. I think I may have chose poorly on the color because I am a highlighter girly. I like a highlighter. I like bling blow on the highlight, and this is not giving bling blow. Like, I know it's demi glow. I'm not trying to demi glow. I'm trying to glow for real. So it's a little bit too demure for me. I don't know. I'm thinking it's me and the color choice. I probably should have chose a different color, but I can probably find other uses for it. It'll probably be really cute, like just by itself on the lid. Yeah, it was really expensive for me not to be obsessed with it. Here's where I remember that it was an e.l.f. video. I'm doing my final spray with the e.l.f. Stay All Night micro mist spray. That's a really good spray. It does really make your makeup last very well. And I like the smell. I said this before. It kind of smells like a tomato garden. And this is our final look. What do you guys think? You like? It's definitely giving winter, definitely giving cool weather. That's my favorite type of makeup to wear. That's where I belong. I'm a winter baby. Thank you guys for joining me. If you enjoyed, please like. I'll catch you later. Bye.